How's it hanging, dudes? My name is Sean and welcome to another Fortnite video, but this is going to be focusing on the update. This is going to be for more hardcore players, so you know, if you like the gameplay aspect but you're not really into the nitty gritty details, just watch the background and you know, have some fun. But you might learn a few things, so I guess let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Make sure that you tune in at Pacific Standard Time. You won't want to miss this. This is going to be good stuff, and it should be starting relatively quickly. For our European friends, it's probably going to be pretty late for you guys, but you might want to stay up. So, but here is what details we know about the update. So I guess we'll just go through them point by point. Gameplay: decreased chance of getting bandages from treasure chests and supply drops by 35%. Reduced aim assist on controllers. This should make it easier to lead targets with sniper rifles. The updated aim system allows us to iterate easily. Bug fixes: the improved network priority for doors, which reduces the likelihood of seeing players run through a closed door. Improved network priority for chests, which reduces the likelihood of them appearing to remain closed for a short time after opening them. Players will no longer fall through the world if they are eliminated while jumping. Gliders will no longer deploy if a player uses a launch pad in the DBNO state. Player will no longer jitter while falling or skydiving. Dancing no longer goes on cooldown if it fails to play. Chest and attic will no longer spawn loot on roofs or outside of walls. Fixed an issue which caused players to sometimes survive fatal fall damage with 1 HP. Fixed an issue causing teammates' names to jitter. Fixed an error message that players should sometimes receive when would sometimes receive when being invited to a VR match when they hadn't completed the Save the World tutorial mission yet. Weapons: removed tracers from the silenced SMG. Sniper rifles no longer reload while in scoped mode. Bug fixes: fixed an issue which prevented grenades from exploding. Fixed an issue which caused crosshairs to disappear if a sniper rifle was fired right before the battle bus took off. Fixed several issues with the smoke grenade effect. Smoke effects now appear the same in and out of the storm. Players can no longer see through smoke effects when using a scope from within the smoke. Players will no longer experience a flash effect when multiple smoke grenades go off at once. Audio: reduced volume for ambient trap sounds and made them less frequent. Added a new warning sound that activates when a player approaches a ceiling or wall trap. Teammate footsteps now sound quieter than enemies. If you are spectating a player, their footsteps are quieter. Added different footstep sounds for wood, stone, metal, and dirt grass surfaces. It's now easier to hear footsteps through walls. Added a terminal velocity wind sound, which falling from large heights and impact pain sounds for when taking damage from falling. Increased the audio range for the sniper gunshot from 180 meters to 250 meters. Reduced gunshot sound volume for tactical shotguns, does not affect audio range. Reduced volume of revolver equipment reload fire sounds. New sounds for medkit, shield potion, and slurp juice consumables. It is now easier to hear the sound of another player gliding towards you after using a launch pad. All audio for the dance emote is now adjusted with the SFX slider instead of music. Wind volume reacts more dynamically while skydiving and using a glider or umbrella. Removed low frequency content and the ticking clock sound that plays prior to the storm eye shrinking. These frequencies could have previously been mistaken for footsteps while running. Performance: improved general frame rate when multiple characters are nearby. Improved server performance while reducing the number of redundant movement events sent from clients. Improved Xbox One rendering by reducing CPU stalls. Improved performance when rendering lighting and shadows. Improved performance when rendering bushes and other clutter objects. Improved game threads performed by converting from game logic to BPS to C++. Improved UI performance. Improved PhysX performance. Improved CPU performance on Xbox One and Windows by tweaking thread priorities. Improved performance on particle systems by adding batching. Improved performance of animation trail effects and particles. Improved performance when using the glider. Optimized particles associated with players and weapons. Optimized audio for the safe zone indicator. Tweaked how often the animation updates and optimized many other animation systems. Reduced general hitching by optimizing garbage collection and other objects loaded within memory. Reduced network bandwidth used when spawning players in a squad match. Fixed a server performance issue caused by building actors that moved every frame. Fixed a server performance issue where rubber banding could be caused when jumping out of the battle bus. Fixed various hitches that could occur during gameplay. UI. You can now view your personal stats and XP gained at the end of a match and when spectating. You can now choose to abandon one of your daily challenges each day, adding net debug stats panel to the battle UI. This can enable by going to settings, game, HUD, net debug stats. This setting displays ping, bandwidth, packets per second, and packet loss of both uploading and downloading. If you haven't received a packet from the server in more than one second, then the UI will also display a connection lost warning. Currently, this is only available on Windows and Mac platforms, but we hope to enable it on consoles in the future update. Added the option to send a friend invite to squad mates on the spectator and victory screens, PC and Mac only. Added some look and feel polishes to the matchmaking buttons. Added a warning message that activates when players attempt to disguise themselves as a bush while already disguised. Replaced the 60 seconds warm-up timer with the waiting for players. Increased the size of the large map so it takes up more screen space when open. The revive timer now shows the revive progress for both keyboard and controller players. Bug fixes. Sensitivity sliders for the mouse and gamepad will now stop at 0.1 instead of 0.0. Disconnected squad mates will now remain on the HUD and will be listed as disconnected. Character models inspected in the Save the World will no longer be displayed in the Locker tab. The up button and the D-pad no longer close the inventory tab while using the Pro Controller layout. Setting will now properly save when players apply them and back out of the settings menu quickly. Added descriptions to equipped items in the Locker tab. Storm zone graphics will no longer flicker when the storm begins to close in. You can now report players that have Unicode and Chinese characters in their names. Fix the timer on the Global Wins leaderboard. When knocked down by the storm, the eliminations message will now properly read, "Player has knocked down the storm." Spectating bug fixes. Smoke grenades effects are now visible to spectators when watching a player within the smoke. Fix bugs where teammates could be invisible while spectating them. Scope visuals will no longer be stuck on the screen while switching between players and spectator mode. General. Fix a rare crash that could occur when backing out of the menu screen. Save the World. Xbox One exclusive heroes. Xbox exclusive heroes are granted to all players who have purchased a Founders Pack on Xbox. Players will receive 4 exclusive heroes after completing the quest Loot Llamas. This is the same point most other Founders items are granted. Players who have already completed this quest will receive each hero as they log in. Heroes: Soldier, Commando Renegade, Constructor, Guardian Nox, Ninja, Jade Assassin Sarah, Outlander, Trailblazer, Jess. So that's all the updates we have for the Battle Royale. There's quite a few other updates for the main game. Again, the link in the description if you want to check the rest of those out. I hope this was informative for some of the hardcore players out there. This is really who it was designed for. So all the other guys, you know, I hope you like the gameplay footage in the background. So, you know, that's about all it is. So I hope you like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.